Yo, what's the word? You already know what I'm on. Try and get right. Hey, I got another fire meal for y'all. If y'all want to build muscle, lose weight, or whatever your fitness and health goals are, this meal gonna help you do that. We got chicken thighs, kale, greens, and white rice. I had some rice left over from my last meal, so all I really had to do was make the chicken thighs and the kale. I did a orange marinade using fresh orange juice, smoked paprika, garlic, minced garlic, salt, pepper, basil, and it came out pretty good. Chicken thighs are a good protein, good lean protein for building muscle. They have a little more fat than chicken breasts and chicken tenderloins. So if you want a lot of protein with minimal fat, I would go chicken breast or chicken breast tenderloins. If you want something more filling and a little more satisfying, with a little more healthy fats, I would go chicken thighs. Those are my two favorite cuts of chicken to eat for dieting. Chicken thighs, chicken breasts, and also chicken breast tenderloins. Those are usually my go-to. I don't really eat a whole lot of drumsticks or wings and stuff like that. It's not because they don't taste good. It's just because I feel like chicken thighs and chicken breasts they give you more protein. There's not a lot of, them bones be getting in the way. If I'm really being honest, I use boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get more protein for your punch. You're gonna get more protein when you're doing chicken thighs and chicken breasts and chicken tenders. Not that chicken wings don't have any protein. They have a good amount, a decent amount, but for the amount of protein you get compared to the amount of fat, compared to the bone that's in the way, because you can't eat the bone, so you're just better off using chicken thighs and chicken breasts and chicken tenderloins and stuff like that. I try to eat greens every other week to detox. They really help clean me out. Really good for my gut health. Very high in fiber. I don't eat them every week because that would be a little too much. Like I said, they really help clean me out. So that's why I use them. That's why I eat them every other week. So that way I'm not always having to stop to use the bathroom all the time, because when I eat them, like I said, they get the job done. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I make sure that everything is running smoothly. That's how I make sure that nothing's staying in my body longer than it has to, and nothing's being built up. I don't usually do detox tea or anything like that. What I do is I eat greens, collard greens, kale greens, all type of greens, mustard greens. My go-to is collards and kale, but any type of greens can really clean you out and do a good job of detoxing. Turnip greens, stuff like that. So I do greens every other week. Right here I'm mixing the marinade, mixing it up, pouring it over my chicken thighs. It's all about staying consistent. This dieting, what you're putting in your body, is the most important factor when it comes to health. Of course exercise too, but dieting is the foundation. You know what I'm saying? It all starts with the diet, what you're putting in your body. I know y'all have heard the saying, you are what you eat. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? So if you eating healthy, you're gonna be healthy. If you're not eating healthy, you ain't gonna be healthy. It's as simple as that. ABC, 1, 2, 3, you know what I'm saying? You can eat unhealthy and exercise And you can still get in shape, but you're not gonna be as in shape as if you were to really hone in on your diet. Since I've been dieting, my skin has been getting clearer. I've been building muscle. I'm more energetic, less mental fog. The list goes on and on when we're talking about benefits, and that's the reason why I'm promoting this lifestyle so hard. I'm pushing this lifestyle so hard because it's like the 80-20 rule. Like if you're looking for results as far as like fitness and health, 80% of it's gonna come from this. 80% of it's gonna come from diet, and 80% of it is gonna come from exercise. The other 20% might be, genetics or your lifestyle as far as, how much sleep you're getting, what type of career you have, how stressed out you are. Those things contribute too, but most of it is diet and exercise. You know what I'm saying? Put them kale greens in there, let them cook down. I like to let them cook down first before I season them. Teaspoon of salt, pepper, lemon juice. I like to keep my vegetables pretty simple so I can taste them. I like to season my proteins with a multitude of seasonings, several seasonings, but when it comes to the veggies, I like to keep it simple. When it comes to the rice, I keep that simple. I might do a teaspoon of salt in my rice, that's it. I don't have to season every single component of my meals. Usually if I season that protein and I lightly season everything else, it's gonna hit every time. I don't cook necessarily to max out the taste. I want it to taste good, but I also want it to be sustainable. I want it to be repeatable. I want it to fit in my system where I can still get out here and, work out and make money and do everything else I gotta do without spending a whole lot of time in the kitchen.